This is for the vessels that is the black sheep of the family. And I'm going to go deep. You were in that family for one reason and one reason only. The Father in heaven couldn't tell you why you were there in the beginning, because they would have probably tormented you or doubled down or tripled down on the abuse if they really knew what was inside of you. Your mother, your father used a lot of words against you. You cried so many days behind closed doors. You had bubble guts when it was time to go home to that dysfunctional family system. You get up in the morning and you're drained to go to work because the family dumps all of their issues on you, emotionally, financially, physically, verbally. You're drained. Then you go out in the world and you get your own family. That's a double dose of draining. And you're going to erupt. You have erupted. But they made it look like you was the problem to the outside world. They have their flying monkeys in the family as well. They got extremely close to you and still, till this day, probably feel like they still entitled to your well-being. And then when you try to go and express yourself to someone, they'll give you this little line. You know how they is. Pray about it. Get over it. No, I'm not getting over it. I'm getting out of it. Daddy never made it where you have to submit your mental health to a dysfunctional altar in your family. They abused you. They used you. They try to end you. And when you speak up or you spoke up, they'll double down on the abuse. So when you do make a family, it's going to erupt because it's going to become sabotaging to the boat because you suppressed the abuse so long. That's why you stay in these relationships with men and women for 30, 40 years. Just taking the abuse. Daddy said, never cast your pearls upon swines, or they'll turn around and they'll trample all over you. Well, I'm here to wake you up because I overcame it. And don't let them use this line on you either. Honor their mother, their father. Daddy never say submit your soul to be abused. And God forbid if you grew up in a spiritual family where the family got a family pastor that weaponizes the word and give you a couple of scriptures to throw over an open, burning wound. That's just like going in the store buying ointment for a rash, but you ain't opening the bottle. You just sitting the bottle on top of the rash. That ain't going to fly. And that's why you're so drained. When you come in the world, you're complaining. You're impatient. And people around you don't understand what's going on behind closed doors. So now they're labeling you because you're afraid to speak up and speak out because they're not going to believe you because they're brainwashed as well. Listen to the voice of God, the Most High, and remove yourself. Ask Him, what is your next move? And obey. Because if you don't obey and you stay in that dominating, narcissistic, overt family cycle, it's going to slay you. Y'all be resilient out there.